Hi, my name's Kim with Jacquard, and I'm here to show you how you can print your very own message on ribbon using our very new iPrint ribbon website. What you do is you go to iPrintRibbon.com. You can download the software onto your computer, otherwise you can just do it straight from our website. Every browser and every printer is different. We find that Internet Explorer is a great browser to use for this. It's not as challenging as other browsers have been. So when you go open up your Internet Explorer, just print www.iPrintRibbon.com and it's going to bring you to our website. This is going to show you step-by-step instructions on how to create your ribbon and personalize it so you can print it out on your own printer at home. When we go to create ribbon, we're going to go to the ribbon size. We have the ribbon size set to 7/8. You can measure your ribbon. When you add text, you're going to add a text block and you're going to type in whatever message you like. When you go to the properties, you're going to be able to choose whichever color you would like your message to be in. You can also choose the font. And keep in mind, if you download the software at home, you'll be able to use all of the fonts that your computer have on this, so you can change the fonts if you like. But we do have 3 nice popular fonts on there that you can choose from. Graphics, you can add a graphic to your message on your ribbon. You can just go to files on your computer or you can upload them. The alignment and spacing, this is so you can choose where you would like your message to be displayed on the ribbon, and it's also going to show you a demonstration of the ribbon down here and exactly where your message is going to be placed on the ribbon, so you have a good idea of how it's going to print out. You can repeat messages on there instead of having to type them and add 2 separate text blocks, and you can also rearrange your ribbon message as you like. So if you repeat ribbon content right here, it's just going to duplicate exactly what you've already printed in. Next we're going to go to print, and then we will show you how to do the print alignment test sheet. So on your first print, this is going to be the print alignment test sheet. So what this is going to do is going to print on a paper, and once again make sure this is printed on a landscape design. This is the fold line. So you're going to fold the line on your print test sheet, and you're going to hold this up to your ribbon. So the first question it's going to ask is the high point. The high point is going to be the very top line of where your font begins. And as I can see right here, this is 18. So I'm going to write 18. We'll type in 18. And the low point is going to be 30. Now your ribbon high point, it's going to show you a little diagram on here of the high point and where to put the paper with the ribbon. This is the print alignment test sheet, which is going to show us where our font is. It's going to ask you for the high point measurement of your font. So when you look at your paper, the printout that it gave you, the high point of the font, it's going to be the line where your font stops at the top. So that's going to be 18. So you're going to write 18 in your high point. It's going to ask for the low measurement, which is going to be right down here at about 30. And then it's going to ask for the ribbon height point. You also have a diagram on here where it shows you how it would like you to place the paper. So as you can see, this is the ribbon. You're going to line your paper up. So the ribbon high point is going to be this line 50 right here. And just keep in mind 50 or 51. Keep in mind that your numbers might be different depending on your printer. So we're going to put 51 in here. We have our numbers lined up. Make sure to write them down and don't just type them in. Otherwise, if you go to a separate setting, it might delete your numbers and you'll have to go through this process all over again. Then we're going to go to print ribbon preview sheet. So what this is going to do is going to give us just a small version of our text and how it's going to line up to the paper. And then we can hold that up to the ribbon with the lined back paper so we can see that the ribbon has properly aligned itself. So our message comes out clear and in the center of the ribbon. So it's going to show you exactly how your ribbon's going to line up before you put it in your printer. As you can see, we're perfectly lined up here, and so we don't need to adjust this. Now we're going to print our ribbon. So our ribbon is sent to us on a scroll. We're going to send it to you rolled out. When you roll it out, make sure to measure. You can use a tape measure or a ruler to whatever size that you want. The ribbon is coated and is also backed on paper, so it can easily be peeled off. It just has a light adhere to the paper. So now that we're ready to print our ribbon, you want to click on the print ribbon screen. you're going to go to Print Dialog, and as you can see, the iPrint ribbon settings box that came up here, it's just double checking the length of your ribbon. It recognizes the printer that you have, so it knows that it's the top loading printer, and it shows you how to face the ribbon printing out. It's going to make sure that you check your paper size. So since our ribbon is 22 inches, we're gonna have to change this from the standard 8.5 by 11 to 8.5 by 22 inches. And it's reminding you to make sure it's on a landscape setting and also the highest quality resolution. If you don't do high quality, it's gonna suck the paper up too quickly, which can cause uneven printing. So Print Dialog, you're gonna go to Properties. You wanna go to User Defined. It's just gonna double check right here. So this is where we would change it to our 22 inches in length. You're gonna hit OK. We are going to make sure it's on landscape, and we're changing the quality to the highest quality here. And then we're gonna hit OK. And then we're gonna load our ribbon. When cutting your ribbon, you wanna make sure that you're using a straight edge. I use something like an X-Acto knife. Scissors can become a little wobbly. When you use an X-Acto knife, make sure that you're on a good cutting surface so you're not going to damage your furniture. You also want to make sure that you're cut perfectly even so it feeds properly through your printer. Again, this is so your message comes clearly on the ribbon and there's no alignment problems with your ribbon printing. So now that we have our printer settings correct, we're just going to load our ribbon. You want to make sure that you have your very fine edge put into that. Make sure that it's set evenly, and you're just going to hit OK. So here is our ribbon with our message on it. I would wait a couple minutes before handling it or taking it off the paper, so you let your ink dry on the fabric, and then you can just easily take it off. And then you have your ribbon.